Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a flip through of my Hobonichi cousin for the month of September. We're going to be looking at all of the spreads that I have completed, kind of my thoughts for the month, what spreads I liked, what spreads I didn't, what kind of went on during that month. So if you would like to see all of my year at a glance, my monthly, weekly, and my daily spreads in my Hobonichi cousin, then go ahead and keep watching. So we are going to flip to my yearly tab first, and as you can see, the way that I use my Hobonichi cousin in 2023 is I have the yearly, or the year at a glance I should say, is it has multiple things going on. So at the very top I have my sub count. I like to keep track of where my sub count is at the end of the month, the number of books that I read during that month, the number of pages that I read during that month, and then I have this first little section here are all of my habits. And so I have workout, closing my rings, 64-ounce water, and if I had an Etsy sale. And then the second half is like my moods. So we have happy or good, tired, meh, which is kind of like an average, annoyed, cranky, and sad. And so those are the moods that I typically, or I shouldn't say typically, those are the moods that I have had in the past. As you can see, for the month of September, I pretty much stayed within the happy, good, or tired. There was one time on the 20th where I went into the annoyed section, and you'll probably see in my daily journal on the 20th, there's probably something written down. I don't remember what it was that happened that day, but I'm sure I wrote about it on the 20th. So that's kind of what my year at a glance looks like. And then my monthly spread, I use this to track the weather and the temperature in my local area. And at the end of the month, after I've kind of cataloged all of my weather for the month, down here, I will kind of give the range of what the highs were and the lows. So now we're going to flip to my weekly section, and we are going to find the first week of September. I'm pretty sure I showed this in August, but I do not remember. I'm pretty sure I did, but we'll go ahead and show this again. So this was the Coffee Monsters Co. I think it's first day of school spread. I use my Hobonichi planner. If you've never seen any of my videos, I use it functionally, and also I'm more of a minimalistic type planner. So I use my planner to document what I do during the day, my appointments, and like kind of how long it takes to do those type of actions or those types of activities. And then I use stickers to kind of offset and show what I also did. So a lot of my stickers are reading type stickers. So you'll see I have down here, you know, a book. So this is all me reading books. And then there was a Hobo sale or Hobonichi sale and that type of thing. So this is pretty much what my spreads look like. I'm definitely, like I said, a minimalistic type planner. I don't use a lot of stickers other than stickers that relate to the activity that I'm currently doing. So this was the week of September 4th through the 10th. This one I ended up using different colored Sarasa pens, gel pens for each week, just to do something a little bit different. I actually kind of enjoyed this. This was I can't remember, I'm sure I have it down in my journal, but during this week or during this month, I ended up buying some new Sarasa pens and I wanted to try them out. These are definitely much more my style. This is more of a darker type, like burgundies, dark greens, dark browns, dark purple type colors. So I really did enjoy what this spread looked like. You can see on this day, on the 6th, I was exhausted by the end of the day because I drove to the office and then I was literally in back-to-back meetings. I had a little break for lunch, and then I was in another meeting, 2 meetings basically back to back as well. So I was exhausted. However, I was very excited because when I got home, I realized my Hobonichi was delivered and I ended up recording an unboxing, which if you have not checked it out, go ahead and check it out. I'll link it somewhere. So that one was a very exciting day, but a very stressful day for me. So this is September the 11th through the 17th. I have a video on this spread, how I set this spread up. This was using a Sterling ink subscription box or subscription kit. And this is definitely, whenever I use these Sterling ink kits, I feel like it's much busier than I normally am. This is probably the most busy my spreads ever look. And it's mostly just because a lot of the Sterling ink stickers are in a bigger sticker. So they're like this big versus the little teeny tiny stickers that I have. So, but I do really enjoy it. I like the looks. They usually filter toward, or they're usually more of a like green and purple theme a lot of the time, which I do enjoy. So it's definitely kind of right up my alley. And then this was September the 18th through the 24th. This was my attempt of having no stickers and only having stamps. I had received one of my orders, my pre-orders from Coffee Monsters Co. And in that order, I had purchased 4 different stamp kits. And I also had received from Amazon some new stamp ink. So for this spread, I wanted to only use stamps and kind of see what that looked like. Overall, I enjoyed it. There was, there was a stamp malfunction here, which got me very angry and annoyed, but I still did enjoy it. I think the reason why this happened is because my Hobonichi is getting so thick. There is like a lot of bulk that I have to kind of, it doesn't lay flat anymore. It lays flat but still has like a incline a little bit, so it's kind of like at a whatever. It's at an incline, and so it doesn't really stamp well in the far corners, and so yeah. That happened, whatever. And then the last week of September, which was last week, is September the 25th through October the 1st. And this one is I really didn't have a lot of stickers. And the reason why is, like I said earlier, a lot of my stickers are reading type stickers. And this week I had started the previous week to read Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn, which is books 5 and 6 of the Throne of Glass series. Both of those books happen at the same time within the story, so it's best to read them like tandem. So I was reading both of them at the same time, which is now, it basically equates to a 1,200 page book. So instead of having the same, like, it was basically continue, and I really didn't feel like I needed to have a sticker for continuing the book over and over and over again. So I didn't have a lot of stickers, and I still did like it. It was definitely a more minimalistic. This spread, I also was using the Sarasa Dry pen. I went back to that, and I realized I just like my Muji pens so much better, because even though I have a Sarasa Dry, it still does smudge. Like, I don't know if you can see, but like somehow this happened, and it happened after I had already written everything in, and it had probably already been dry for a while. So I think what happens is whenever I flip my pages, like my finger ends up hitting around here, and even though it's dry, it's still, I don't know, my hands are, there's oils in my fingers and it smears. And so I never had that problem with Muji pens. I've tried going back to different pens, and the Muji pens are like just chef's kiss. They're just perfect. And yeah, I keep trying to find new pens or go back to old pens, and Muji is just where it's at. I love the 0.38 and I love the 0.5, and I can't get rid of those. Those are just my go-to pens for Hobonichis, other than like a ballpoint pen, other than like the Jetstream. But if I use anything other than a Jetstream or my Muji pens, I'm never happy. So whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna move to my September daily pages. And we have, there's a book. I read 7 books. I did not write in Butcher and Blackbird here. I need to, but whatever. So I use the first page of every month as like my books read, my TBR type list. And then this month I had like important things that happened, which ended up being a good thing, because we ended up buying a new puppy in September. And yeah, my schedule got all out of whack because of having a new puppy. So you'll see some pictures of them shortly. So we have September 1st. My daily journal I use, if you've never seen any of my videos, I do a daily journal and I pretty much use stickers and pictures to help show what happened during that day instead of just having a bunch of words. So I'm really going to only point out big events that happen. So in September, I did, like I said, receive a Coffee Monsters Co. order, and this is my favorite stamp out of the Coffee Monsters Co. stick stamp kits. I use the Today stamp pretty much religiously now, and so I ended up using this, and I take a Tombow dual brush pen in black and just kind of rub it on the stamp, and then I stamp it on the paper, and then when I do the next page I just rub it again, and that's how I use my stamps for that. So and then on the 2nd I ended up getting my Amazon order, the Sarasa Vintage. That's the name of the pens that I got. Sarasa Vintage. I got Vintage 2 and then Vintage 5, and then I also ended up getting 4 of the Versa Magic Dewdrop stamps. I got Sahara Sand, Niagara Mist, Wheat, and Sage. I liked all of those. And then on the Saturday, I took my girls to the outdoor mall, which had a carousel, and we did that. I also got a haircut. I got all my haircut chopped off, and that was me after my haircut. September 3rd, this was the new dog that we got. His name is Boomer. He is a male, about 6 months old, we think. We got him from a rescue, and the rescue called him an Australian Shepherd mix. I just realized that just this last week, I was taking pictures on my iPhone of Boomer, and the iPhone has the identify dog button, and like as soon as I clicked on it, the iPhone said that he was a Catahoula mountain dog, I think. And from looking at those pictures, it's 100% Boomer. He is not an Australian Shepherd, other than like having one blue eye and one brown eye. The Catahoula is where he is. That's amazing. He fits that to a T. He is a sweetheart. He is a cuddle bug, and he's so sweet. September 4th, my Hobonichi order shipped. I was super excited. Nothing really happened on the 5th other than me just being tired. On the 6th, my Hobonichi was delivered. I was super excited because it was ordered, shipped, and delivered so fast compared, considering it's coming from Japan. So super excited that my Hobonichi got delivered, and yeah. And then this was my current dog, Cora, and Boomer playing outside with the rope. They got along really well. I was kind of concerned on how he was going to kind of blend in with Cora, but Cora is now just perfect with him, and they play together, and it's great. We have nothing really happened on this day. This was I do like a book recap down here, just that way I can remember what books are all about, like the plot and things. And then September the 9th, I got another Amazon delivery because after I got the first order of the Versa Magic Dewdrops, I had to go out and buy some more. So I bought another 4-piece set. This one was Jumbo Java, which was like a dark brown, Hint of Pesto, which is like a dark sage green, Eggplant, which is a purple, and then Pumpkin Spice, which is orange. September the 10th, this was the the end of year pool party in my neighborhood, and so we went to the pool. My youngest daughter actually won this inner tube from a raffle. She was very excited about that. I also had on September the 10th yet another order from Amazon that delivered from Versa Magic, which had Versa Magic ink on it as well. This time I got Perfectly Plumera, Spanish Olive, Aegean Blue, and Purple Hydrangea. I can never say that word. Nothing really happened on the 11th. I did a workout. Apparently I was not having it in the morning. I did not want to wake up. This was another book recap. This was me. I had worked out and then I was very achy the following morning. Another book recap. This was me laying down with Boomer one night because he was being super sweet. Had a little puppy snoring. Nothing really happened on Friday. Nothing really happened on Saturday. I skipped. And then we have Sunday. We had a new playground that just opened up in my area, so I took my youngest to that. She really enjoyed it. There was a ton of kids there, but a lot of the playground was more like rope climbing, and she does not do well with like heights, and she gets very scared when she has to climb up, and she's afraid to climb back down. So it was fun, but I think we haven't gone back yet. I definitely want to go back again, but hopefully next time when we go, there won't be as many kids there. Nothing really happened on this day. I did end up ordering, after my Hobonichi order, I went back and thought of something else I wanted to buy. So I did go on JetPens and ordered the Hobonichi 5-year planner, which it got delivered on the 19th. If you would like to see me unboxing it and kind of how I plan on using it, I will link that also somewhere on the screen. September the 20th, I had to change my kids' gymnastics location because the prior location they were going to went out of business, and so we had to go to a new location. This was her first day at the new trampoline gymnastics building, and this was the day that I was annoyed that I had mentioned on my yearly at a glance page. And this one was, so I had said it's now 9:30 and I'm unsure how the day will go. I have been feeling annoyed and not even sure why. I just have that annoyed feeling for everything that gets, you know, basically anything that's happening, any email that I'm getting, it annoyed me. I don't know what it was. It was just one of those days. I'm sure people have had those where just literally everything that any other day wouldn't make a big deal, but this day it was infuriating to me. So I was just annoyed at everything that day. This was me hanging out with Boomer. I ended up having to go into work all day on this day, and so it was, you know, it was a really busy day. I had planned on being there for just a very short amount of time, and it ended up having to, you know, go for a while, and I ended up getting introduced to a lot of senior leaders, but it was a very tiring day. Nothing really here. Saturday I did go to a secondhand bookstore, ended up buying, you know, 5 books. I did another little snippet of a like a book recap. This book was really good. It was Butcher and Blackbird. If you haven't read it, you should read it. It has accidental cannibalism in it. That scene is hilarious. It's so good. It's a serial killer rom-com. I've never read a book like that. It's so good. I can't wait. There's 2 other books that are coming out in the series, and I can't wait to read them. It was so good. Read about accidental cannibalism. It's hilarious. Nothing really going on other than Zoe threw a tantrum. This was me using the Sarasa Dry. While it's definitely much bolder, I don't like it. I don't care for it. This, I had a doctor's appointment on this day, and while I was there, I ended up getting my flu shot for the year, and I literally don't know what happened, but I've had flu shots like every year. I get a flu shot, and I've never, like, my arm gets sore the next day, but it's not painful. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't know what happened to this one time. I don't know if the nurse got like the muscle or the nerve. I don't know what it was, but when I got that flu shot, like immediately my arm was sore. Like, I was driving back home, and thank goodness I got my flu shot on my left hand or my left arm, because when I was driving, like, I was driving with my right hand because it hurt to move my left hand. It was just, my arm was so sore. Yeah, it was not fun, but I got my flu shot, you know, I'm good to go. So that's the important thing. Zoe had a field trip on the 28th. I didn't get any pictures of that. Usually my husband sends me pictures because he was chaperoning it, and so she had fun. And then we have September the 29th. We ended up driving around looking for land and like waterfront properties. Drove around, found this like overlook while we were driving, and ended up getting out, took a couple of pictures. It was really pretty. I got my subscription box from Coffee Monsters Co. in which I got a lanyard, a stamp, 3 washi, and 2 sticker sheets, because I'm on the, I think, Pen Pals is what they're called. It's basically where you get the stickers from the 2 months prior. So I get all of the stickers. So I was excited about that. And then the 30th, I had another book haul. I went to Second & Charles again. We had 25% off all used books. So I ended up buying 6 books. And then that's the end of September. So yeah. So that is everything that I have. I don't really have anything else. I am going to be doing, hopefully my common planner will be delivered soon. I'm waiting for the shipment confirmation, but I have a couple of new videos that I have planned, but I'm waiting on that shipment to come in. So with that, that is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.